Happy Sunday afternoon to you. I am Howard,
I'm Mirabelle.
and this is H&M Card Bridge, and we have a lot to talk about on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Mets are winning 3-0. I was just going to answer a question that Mirabelle had, which was, how are the Braves doing? The Braves are 0-0, top of the second. Last night, the Mets won 4-0, of course. The Braves won 6-2. So the standings, as they stand right now, the New York Mets 63 and 37. First place, Atlanta. Second place, 3 games behind. Phillies are in third at 9.5 games out. But we have so much to get to, and so I just wanted to start up top with the H&M news. But we're going to be talking to you about our trip to the National. We went to the first National. And those of you who have been with us for a long time know that we've been talking about getting to the National for a long time. We're going to be making some additions to the way in which we share all these with you. And then, of course, this is a move. This is our, I'm not saying last forever, but our last 2021 Topps Chrome box that we've got. We've got 2022 Topps Finest on order. We're here for other breaks you may want us to do. I may grab some historical boxes, some from a long time ago. We'll do some fun breaks, some small ones there, where we're just in it to just see some old cards and tell some old stories. Mirabelle and I, of course, have been to multiple ball games. Mirabelle, you and I were at Citi Field on Tuesday night to see the Mets and the Yankees. I feel like you have a lot of people in your school who talked about how the Mets, I think the phrase they use was suck on a regular basis.
That's the only phrase they use. Actually.
And that the Yankees are the best and they're amazing. Who won on Tuesday night?
We just beat you both nights. And
well, now I'm a journalist, so I don't use we. But you're talking about the New York Mets?
The New York Mets.
New York Mets beat the New York Yankees.
Yes.
Now they played 2 games though, so it wasn't just Tuesday. They also played on Wednesday. Obviously, presumably, if the Mets sucked, as the people in your school tend to say it, that would have been a fluke, right? And so on Wednesday, I assume the Yankees, everything returned to form. The Yankees won on Wednesday. No, they didn't. They didn't. Okay, so the Mets, there's a different S word that I think relates to the Mets, right? It's not sucked. It was, they swept. The Mets swept, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they did. So for those of you who don't know, and we've been at this for a long time, but I'm Howard Megdal, baseball writer. I cover the sport for Baseball Prospectus, 538, numerous other outlets. I've written numerous books on the subject. My latest is called The Baseball Talmud. It is a history of Jewish baseball players. And those of you who might be in the Cooperstown area, I will be speaking about my new book, The Baseball Talmud, at the Baseball Hall of Fame on Wednesday, August 24th. I am very excited about that. We have been to the Hall of Fame. Mirabelle and I went to the Hall of Fame together last year. I went with Pa Ira on a couple of occasions when I was growing up, when I was Mirabelle's age and younger. And I've even covered games at the Hall of Fame Classic at Doubleday Field, right near the Hall of Fame. But I've never been a featured speaker at the Hall of Fame, and I've never gone when the great Gil Hodges had a plaque in Cooperstown. So I'm very, very excited about the chance to do that. Mirabelle, we got a lot ahead of us, right? We had Subway Series we saw. We're getting to at least a minor league game or two this coming month. Hall of Fame is coming. We've got a double header on tap on August 6th for that critical series. Do you feel like we're maximizing our baseball season? How do you feel?
I think so. Yeah. At the beginning, I was unsure because we hadn't gone to as many, especially minor league games, as I was hoping. But now I feel like we've been doing it well.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So Mirabelle, of course, has been collecting baseball cards for almost the entirety of her life. And so we've been opening these boxes together, going on 2 years this month.
Yeah.
If memory serves, it was August 6th, 2020 was our first.
No, I think it was August 26th.
Was it? Okay.
It was August 26th.
Well, either way, we are coming up on our 2-year anniversary, and we're so happy for those of you who have been with us. We are making a bit of a change in how we're distributing these to you. We're going to transition it over time. But what we've noticed is that Facebook's algorithms don't always get these from us to you. You're about 300 people who follow us on Facebook.
Facebook takes this video down.
Well, that'd be fun. But what we've noticed is a small segment of you guys even know that we're live and are able to see it on a regular basis. So in addition, at least, and maybe in time instead, we're going to move over to YouTube. And so I'm going to share with you.
Right now we have 0 viewers.
It's our YouTube address right here. Well, now, to be fair, we were doing this very last minute because the great Charles Hack bought a bunch of these slots at the very last minute. However, we want to make sure that you guys are aware of what we're doing, when we're doing it. So go ahead and subscribe. When we get to 100 subscribers, we're able to customize our address. And so the sooner you do that, the easier it will be to share, remember, and go ahead and see us as we do it in real time. So make sure you're subscribing to us over at YouTube at that address as well. For now, the plan is going to be, we're going to be on Facebook, and we're going to also put it on YouTube, either live or archived, depending on what we're able to do. As of tomorrow, we're able to stream there. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna look at something.
So we're going to open these Topps Chromes. But first, I just want to share with you, very first, some of our haul from the National. So what was your biggest takeaway, Mirabelle, from being at the National? 450,000 square feet of baseball memorabilia, other sports as well, of course, down in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
I don't know. I don't have one takeaway, but
Well, tell me just your thoughts.
it was so cool. It was actually a lot like I was imagining, but also more. And it was so cool, like, to see so many people who are so into, like, collecting baseball cards.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool experience.
There were a couple of things that really stood out to me. One, and you can follow them on Instagram at Women in the Hobby. There's a group of people who are making sure that the women who are in this hobby are represented or properly supported, and we're making sure that this is a space that is available not just for men but for women as well. So we love that. Both of us got this incredible limited edition Rachel Balkovec, the manager, of course, of the Tampa Tarpons, and we're very excited about that. I got a Christy Mewis too, which meant a lot to me. I cover, of course, women's soccer. I've covered Christy, so that was very cool. So that was number one for me. Number two was just, I've heard this tagline, right, about the National, which is, if it's not at the National, they probably don't have it. And so we were able to both do some real set building. What was your set building that you did while we were there?
The 1969 Topps Mets collection, and I only have 4 cards left to collect.
That's really cool. You're closing in. You collected the 62s, so love what you got going there with the 69s, and that was a very cool thing. I added significantly to my 1960 Topps collection. You know, a lot of these cards are, a few bucks, but if you have to pay, even on eBay, if you use an eBay envelope, another dollar, and sometimes they'll ask you for more than that to pack, well, that really adds up. So being able to go there and find a guy who just, you got 1960 Topps, and I had my list right on my phone, and I looked, and I made some real headway, which was a lot of fun. We'll share a couple, and then I'm going to throw that trivia question out there. Again, those of you who are watching on replay, I'm glad you're with us. If you come live, you're able to be part of the trivia questions, which is something that I really like a lot. And I know it helps bring us together. Something I love about the trivia questions is it shows the knowledge base of the people who are in our break. I got a couple, I had to. There's a Gil Hodges, Allen and Ginter from 2019. Hodges very much on my mind in light of that. And of course, the great Roy Campanella, one of the great catchers in baseball history. You would just think somebody with 3 career MVPs would be talked about more. Now this one, I don't even know what this is. This is a swell Gil Hodges. and said on the back from the Philadelphia Chewing Gum Corporation. So, and another Roy Campanella. This one's a Topps Chrome. Really like this one as well. This one's my favorite that I got. A Sandy Koufax. It is a rookie card retrospective logo medallion card from the 2020 Topps set. So, and some others. Max Fried, as you can imagine, I collect quite a few Jewish baseball players. This one's my favorite of the Max Frieds. It's the 83 Topps throwback. Nice rookie card of his. A Koufax 87. And we've been talking about him on the program for what, how long? O'Neill Cruz. He's killing it in Pittsburgh. We got 3 of them. And I got one for me and one for Mirabel, a Reed Detmers. Over at Baseball Prospectus, I wrote about how Reed Detmers rediscovered his slider. If you are in fantasy, be all in on that. Mirabel, you got a couple to share from the National as well?
Yeah, so
and then we'll get started. We'll start getting those names.
So I got a bunch of cards, but these were like 2 of the coolest ones I think that I got. And for me, when I collect baseball cards, it's not really, it's more about what I think looks cool or has like memories for me and less about like value. So this was probably my favorite one that I collected. It's the Dominators Donruss Pete Alonso. So you can see the pattern and the colors are really cool. Like it looks like fireworks on the card, and there's also like a pink outline, which I like.
I really like that one.
Thank you. And then here is a Tom Seaver Lights Out. As you can see, there's like similarities in these 2 cards where they're bright colors that I just find really cool. And yeah, this one, I like this one too.
It's a very nice one too. I agree with you. I like the Syndergaard that you got also.
Yeah, I also got a cool Syndergaard, but I couldn't find that like currently. I checked in the wrong binder, I think.
Could be on the move, Noah Syndergaard. We'll see at the trade deadline. So, how this works, for those of you who may not know, if you bought into this break, your name is in this hat. Mirabel, you show everybody the hat, please. It is, of course, in honor of Dill Hodges, a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. If you bought more than one slot, like the great Charles Hack, more than one of your names is in here. We picked them out of a hat at random, right here, NL East, all the way down to AL West. And then you get every card for your team that's in the box. Topps Chrome, 4 cards per pack, 24 packs, 96 in total. And we will be talking about these players. I'll be giving you real-time updates about them as we go. So without further ado, let's get these names. Good luck, everybody. I hope you get what you're looking for. Oh, Charles Hack, Atlanta Braves. Those of you who have been with us many times before will know the critical thing is, does Charles get the Pittsburgh Pirates or not? Now he's got, and Joey Joey, you got the Miami Marlins.
And does Joey Biordi get the Mets? Those are the 2 things.
Hopefully Joey gets the Mets. Let's see. Nope, this one goes to Kyler Lee. Kyler, welcome back. Good to see you again. Kyler Lee also gets the Philadelphia Phillies. Charles Hack, Washington Nationals. Are the Nationals about to trade Juan Soto? What a ridiculous thing for them to be doing. Oh, Mets have 2 on top of the second. Already leading 3-0. Who's next?
Stephen A. Thomas.
Stephen A. Thomas, Chicago Cubs. Robert Foreman, Cincinnati Reds. I gotta tell you, I would be so aggravated if I rooted for the Cincinnati Reds. Charles Hack, Milwaukee Brewers. Just imagine. You have Luis Castillo, a real ace who you developed yourself. Oh, good for you, Charles. You get the Pittsburgh Pirates. How do you do that? How do you trade Luis Castillo? That's a guy you signed long-term. Kyler Lee, St. Louis Cardinals. As Bob Castellini, the owner, listen to this, Mirabel, the owner of the Cincinnati Reds, he heard people were upset, Robert Foreman, Arizona Diamondbacks, that they weren't spending money on the team. And this is what he says publicly. Well, where are you going to go?
What?
That's what he said to his fans, to the fans of the Cincinnati Reds.
Oh my God.
Charles Hack, Colorado Rockies, and LA Dodgers. The answer, by the way, is not to the ball game. Attendance is down quite a bit. Billy J. McLeod, San Diego Padres. It turns out, Mirabel, it's bad business practice to taunt your paying customers. Yeah, who knew?
I didn't know that.
Robert Foreman, San Francisco Giants. Very interesting to see if the Giants, who are in free fall, will be sellers. Deadline August 2nd. We've got essentially 2 full days now. Charles Hack, Baltimore Orioles. Wrote about the Orioles, by the way, once again, over at Baseball Prospectus. Sure do love those Orioles. Charles Hack, Boston Red Sox. Had a chance to talk to Adley Rutschman while I was down there at Camden Yards. He's just entirely comfortable with the load of being the critical player and catcher on a contending team. Oh, here we go. We got Charles, Tampa Bay Rays, Terry Garwood, Toronto Blue Jays, and Chicago White Sox. So you do the next two, Terry. Good to have you back, Terry. Next up, Joey Biordi. Joey did the Cleveland Guardians. So you may get a handful of former Mets, Joey. All things Ahmed Rosario. Robert Foreman, Detroit Tigers. Why am I blanking? Not just Rosario, the other guy in that trade. Terry Garwood, Kansas City Royals. Remember in the Lindor trade? Andres Jimenez. There it is. Made an all-star team this year. Charles Hack, Minnesota Twins. Kyler Lee, Houston Astros. Charles Hack, Los Angeles Angels. Charles Hack, Oakland Athletics. Charles Hack, Seattle Mariners. And this one is not going to be random because it is the very last one. Kyler Lee, Texas Rangers. Love this, of course, the Mickey Mantle on the PSA magazine.
That is cool.
A Mantle 1952 Topps was on sale at the at the National Card Show for $10 million.
Oh my
A
god.
little out of our price range.
Who? Oh my god.
Very rich people. Think about it.
Were they at the national?
Yes, people like us, but obscenely wealthy. Right?
Yeah,
Makes
I
sense.
know what you're talking
And
about.
listen, it's been a decent investment, those high-end cards, you know? All right, so we're going to go through this. Again, as a reminder, when we've got people here, I know we did this one kind of last minute. Normally we give you a full day plus, but we had the break here. Mirabel was free on a Sunday, so we wanted to get this break for you guys right away, especially to some of you, the early people who bought many weeks ago. But what we will normally do is have a trivia question. I'll even throw it out there. And if those of you who see it after are the first to comment, you are welcome to get it. Bobby Dahlbeck had a fantastic second half last year as a rookie with the Boston Red Sox. He finished with a 792 OPS. That was 15th all time among rookies in Boston Red Sox history. Name me any 5 who finished ahead of him, and you get yourself a Bobby Dahlbeck rookie. If we get that answer before we send out our mailer, you got it. If not, we're going to roll that on over to our next break, and we invite you to make sure you join us for that. But first, we've got a break to get to.
Okay. Atlanta Braves.
Charles Hack,
Miami Marlins.
Joey Biordi,
New York Mets.
Kyler Lee,
Philadelphia Phillies.
Kyler Lee,
Washington Nationals.
Charles Hack,
Chicago Cubs.
Stephen A. Thomas,
Cincinnati Reds.
Robert Foreman,
Milwaukee Brewers.
Charles Hack,
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Charles Hack,
St. Louis Cardinals.
Kyler Lee,
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Robert Foreman,
Colorado Rockies.
Charles Hack,
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Charles Hack,
San Diego Padres.
Billy J. McLeod.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry if we mispronounced that.
San Francisco Giants.
Robert Foreman,
Baltimore Orioles.
Charles Hack,
Boston Red Sox.
Charles Hack,
New York Yankees.
Charles Hack,
Tampa Bay Rays.
Charles Hack.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Terry Darwood.
Chicago White Sox.
Terry Darwood.
Cleveland Guardians.
Joey Biordi.
Detroit Tigers.
Robert Foreman.
Kansas City Royals.
Terry Darwood.
Minnesota Twins.
Charles Hack.
Houston Astros.
Tyler Lee.
Los Angeles Angels.
Charles Hack.
Oakland Athletics.
Charles Hack.
Seattle Mariners.
Charles Hack.
And Texas Rangers.
Tyler Lee. All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Let's get on into our Topps Chrome. This is a beautiful set, of course. Luis Robert, who was having a wonderful year until he got hurt recently, but he should be back soon. Ronald Acuna Jr., a little bit of a slump here, but certainly I believe in his ability to break out of that. Good to see him back, and of course we'll see Acuna Jr. next weekend. A 110 followed by a 710, so it's a day-night, which I object to on principle. However, we will go, we will enjoy ourselves, and then on the other side of it, after a little dinner and Flushing, come on back for the nightcap and some critical games. Yeah, of course. So we wish you luck, everybody. 2 guaranteed autos. Is that right? 2 autos, is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, let me just see, what does it say?
Yeah,
2 chrome autos per master box. Okay, here we go. And we start right out with Sixto Sanchez, Miami Marlins. Walker Buehler, I just need you to turn him toward me. Walker Buehler. First 86 insert, the Ryan Mountcastle. Going to you, Charles Hack. Congratulations. Mountcastle, interesting stat about him as we got Kyle Lewis, Seattle Mariners. Mountcastle has increased his exit velocity on average 4 miles per hour this year. Already was very strong last year, 33 home runs, all-time Baltimore Orioles record. This year's a George Springer, still with the Astros at the time, but significant improvement even over last year. Ryan Yarborough, and this is numbered to 99, Tampa Bay Rays. So that is going to you, Charles Hack, already well on your way to an excellent break. Joe Adell, you know, he's controlling the strike zone a little bit better this year, and that goes to you, Charles Hack, and Shane Bieber, Cleveland Guardians. So it'll be interesting to see whether that's able to translate. Angels obviously are largely playing out the string. I wrote about it over at 538, and go check that out. It'd be good to see for their future if Joe Adell could figure things out. There's Alex Bregman, notable Jew, Houston Astros. Is this a refractor? No, these are just also pretty. Eric Hosmer, Met Killer. Aaron Judge, 42 home runs already this year. On pace, if it ended today, the season ended today, on pace for 67. So Charles Hack, enjoy that. And Tyler Stevenson, having a little bit of a down year, just due to injuries. But if I had to make a list of catchers of the future, Tyler Stevenson, Cincinnati Reds, up near the top. Excited to see him fully develop so the Reds can trade him too. All right, next up, Marcell Ozuna, Atlanta Braves. We've got Josh Hader, and this is
oh my God,
numbered to 50, by the way. So this is a beautiful card. Look at this, Mirabelle.
Oh wow, yeah.
The hair a-flying. That's going your way.
Look at this.
Charles Hack, congratulations on the Hader. Now, who has the Padres? That is Billy J. McLeod. So that is a lot. Is that numbered? Is it? No, just your standard 86, but that's beautiful. Get well soon, Fernando Tatis Jr. We miss you. We were hoping, Mirabelle and I were hoping to see him last weekend. We had to settle, for Manny Machado, but still worked out pretty well. Saw Manny hit a home run.
Actually, fun fact that
Blake Snell. We actually saw Blake Snell pitch.
that people
Yes.
probably might know, but just in case you don't, Manny Machado was the mentee of Fernando
Mentor.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, never mind. The mentor of Fernando Tatis Jr.
That's a good fact. All right, some good stuff already. Still haven't gotten to the autos, my friends. Look at this. All right, what's next? Braylon Marquez, Chicago Cubs. That's a nice rookie card. Bryce Harper, get well soon, Bryce Harper. Nick Solak hasn't really put it together. It's a shame. Mirabel's got an auto of him and everything, but that's a nice future stars. Kyler Lee, just hold on to it. And Chris Davis, not to be confused with Chris Davis, Oakland Athletics. A lot of people make that mistake. Paul Goldschmidt having a renaissance season for the St. Louis Cardinals. Jose Abreu, soon to be free agent. Will he be on the move in the next couple of days? Interesting to see. Yordan Alvarez, dominant. Once again, I've been telling you, you remember when Yordan had that knee injury, he barely played and his cards were not particularly valuable, and people, I was just like, don't sleep on this guy, and here we are.
Did you stock up during that time?
I did, as a matter of fact. I have quite a few Yordan Alvarez cards. Mets didn't score. 3-0 top of the third. Here
Speaking
is, speaking of Andre Jimenez, but no, Joey, it was because there's 21 tops from, that doesn't go to you, it goes to Kyler Lee. There's a rookie card of an all-star, Andre Jimenez. It wasn't like the Mets didn't like Andre Jimenez. Their baseball ops people loved him. However, they liked Francisco Lindor more. Can't really blame them. Ramon Laureano, I love this one from this year. He's leaping over the wall.
Yeah.
We have our first auto, and it is Nivaldo Rodriguez, certified auto issue. That's a really nice looking card, and that is going to you, Kyler Lee. Oh, this is quite a pack for you, Kyler. So congratulations, Nivaldo Rodriguez coming your way. And then, of course, he is missed in Queens, Noah Syndergaard. Boy, Noah's Angels they started out 27-17. Teams on average that begin 27-17 win an average of 87 games. They then went 12-36 over the next 48.
What?
Yeah, I mean, just total free fall. Ryan Weathers, rookie card. John Means, Baltimore Orioles. And there is auto number 2, and that is JT Brubaker. This is not just an auto, it is an auto number to 199. So there we go, Charles Hack. You got all those slots. They happen to include the Pirates and specifically an auto within the Pirates. Congratulations. I'm really glad to see it. Longtime friend of the show. If Charles were here, I'm sure he'd have won the trivia question too already. He wins almost every one he's in. And here is Anderson Tejada, rookie card, Texas Rangers. All right, so this might be a hot box because we got 2 already in the autos. And it's minimum 2 autos.
Yeah, so far, in card breaks, we've gotten 1 hot box. Remember what I was talking about?
I do.
The Bowman's Best 2020, I think.
William Contreras, by the way.
Instead of 4, there were 5 autos, and that was a really good box.
Manny Machado, just mentioned, San Diego Padres. Whit Merrifield, this one, is this a refractor? Yes, this is a refractor. You gotta love it. And Garrett Cole, New York Yankees, very good pitcher. No Jacob deGrom, who is starting Tuesday. Jock Peterson, notable Jew, and recent All-Star, and potentially on the trade block. Sure wouldn't mind it if the Mets got him. He is a righty masher, but has hit lefties with increasing regularity. Here is Jose Ramirez, had a terrific year once again. Ian Anderson, and this one's a refractor. Look at that. You know, results are down a little this year, but still a very quality pitcher, period, you know. And Nelson Cruz, now mashing for the Nationals. Wonder if the Nationals will deal him at the deadline. They're certainly not in contention, so. Onward to Carlos Correa, Houston Astros, although he is now with the Twins. Ruffin Odor, Texas Rangers. This is a refractor, and that's Charlie Morton, the ageless Charlie Morton. And Brandon Crawford, shortstop, San Francisco Giants. If they really wanted to rebuild, they might want to deal with Crawford at the deadline. Very curious. The Giants are one to watch at this deadline. Here is Trevor Story, here with the Colorado Rockies, now, of course, with the Red Sox. Nick Madrigal, Chicago White Sox, of course, now with the Chicago Cubs. That's a nice rookie card of his. And this is a really nice rookie card. This is one of the rare ones. I love when they do this. It's a rookie card, but it's also a Topps All-Star rookie because he wasn't in the 2020 set, right?
Yeah.
So it's a Mountcastle, and it's a refractor. Oh, I like that card a lot. Let's see. Charles Hack, once again. Mountcastle, really impressive, really impressive. Xander Bogaerts not going to be traded at the deadline. Chaim Bloom, the GM of the Red Sox, said, despite the fact that Boston fell out of contention and rapidly. Luis Arias, I've been telling you how good he is for some time. Made an all-star team, might just hit 340 this year. Lance McCullers Jr., Mr. Curveball, almost back on the 60-day DL. You want to get somebody off the waiver wire who can help you in August and September? Lance McCullers Jr. Chris Davis, multiple Chris Davises. This one an X-Fractor.
Wow.
Look at that, everybody. Ooh, we love those X-Fractors. And Ozzie Albies, get well soon, Ozzie. We obviously, this is a Mets house. We'd like to see the Mets win. We don't want the Mets to win because the other team got injured. We want, yeah, sure. We want it to happen.
11 more packs.
As a reminder, you tell me any 5 new Boston Red Sox rookies with a higher rookie year OPS than Bobby Dahlbeck's 792, and the Bobby Dahlbeck first round pick, 89 throwback is yours. Lourdes Gurriel, outfield, Toronto Blue Jays, Kevin Newman, Pittsburgh Pirates. Ooh, a second Andres Jimenez. This one an X-Factor coming to you, Kyler Lee. Kyler Lee, look at this, look at that. Yeah, we miss him, Jimenez, here in New York. And, wow, this has been quite a notable Jew Topps Chrome box. 3rd Jewish player already. Speaking of a hot box, this one, Dean Kramer, first Israeli citizen to pitch in the major leagues, having himself a really solid year. Dean Kramer. Look at that. So we got Kramer, Peterson, and Bregman. Wow. Let's see. Where's our Max Fried? Here, Sam Huff, rookie card. Texas Rangers, they're still not catching him every day. The fact that Mitch Garver was out for the year and they're not giving Sam Huff regular chances behind the plate, that tells me they don't think he's a catcher. Wilson Ramos, New York Mets. Oh, remember Wilson Ramos? I feel like forever ago. Oh, a second Tyler Stevenson. Oh, I love these cards that we're getting for this one. Tyler Stevenson. So multiple Tyler Stevensons for you, Robert Foreman. And Alex Kirilloff. I told you, wrist injuries are tough, especially for power hitters. Up, 4-0 Mets.
Yay.
Top of the 3rd.
Is there a Braves game?
Tyler
going on right
Naquin
now?
just acquired. Yes, Braves are scoreless. Christian Javier, Houston Astros rookie, really coming into his own. Brandon Lowe, second base, outfield. Tampa Bay Rays. Marcelo Ozuna. This one another X-Fractor. And Isaac Paredes, now a member, of course, of the Tampa Bay Rays, and absolutely spectacular. This corner is fine. There's just a little schmutz on it. There we go. A Paredes rookie. That's a real nice one. But because he was with Detroit at the time, Robert Foreman. Oh, have yourself a break, Robert Foreman. That goes to you. Chris Bubich, Kansas City Royals. Evan Longoria, San Francisco Giants. What do we think? Is Evan Longoria a Hall of Famer? Might be. The inserts, Puerto Rico, Jorge Posada, New York Yankees, recently honored this weekend at Old Timers Day. And the undefeated Tony Gonsolin, Topps All-Star rookie. That one's going to you, Charles Hack. All right, onward. Next up, we've got Gleyber Torres, who we saw hit a home run, gave the Yankees an early 2-0 lead. The game we were at. Did that hold up? Did the Yankees end up winning that one?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I think the answer is no. Brady Singer, by the way, 14 strikeouts in his last 9 innings pitched. Go pick him up on the waiver wire if you can. Second Gleyber Torres. There we go. One Gleyber Torres for each of the Mets' victories over the Yankees last week. And Max Scherzer. Although, look, is this some sort of mistake card? They got him on the Nationals.
It's the wrong hat and
That's
the wrong jersey.
weird. The eyes do match up, though. That is Scherzer, if you look very closely. But, wrong hat, Max. Wearing a New York Mets hat, who are now winning 5-0.
I think that was the team that beat the Yankees.
Yeah, I think that's the Mets. That's you got it right. Here's Zach Greinke, Houston Astros. Joey Votto, great player, even better interview, Cincinnati Reds. The Prismio Power, Eloy Jimenez. You'll love to see it. And get well soon, Giancarlo Stanton. You may play for the Yankees, but we still want to see you healthy and mashing. All right, how many more we got? What do you think?
This is the 5th.
5 more packs, everybody. Hang on tight. Let's see how we're doing. As a reminder, make sure you mash that YouTube subscribe button. Make sure you are following us on all available channels. Now, can we just talk about this for a second? What did I share with you recently? Dalton Varsho, primarily been a catcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks this year. But you know who is the 4th-rated defensive center fielder by defensive runs saved?
No, I don't know.
Dalton Varsho.
That would
Amazing, right? Guy plays all 3 outfield positions, a plus defensive center fielder, a plus defensive catcher. It is not an accident that Arizona is punching above their weight this year, and he is a disproportionately large reason why. He would not be my MVP, obviously. Would you have to list 10? Would he be on my list of 10? Yeah, he would be. That's how good I think Dalton Varsho is already. So that's a nice rookie card of his. I definitely stocked up on Dalton Varsho.
Yeah, you've talked about him for a while.
A long time. Robert Foreman, congratulations. That's a real nice rookie card to get. Andrew McCutchen, Philadelphia Phillies. I covered Andrew McCutchen when he was with the Pirates. Mike Brousseau, Tampa Bay Rays here, of course, with the Milwaukee Brewers now. And Yohan Moncada wearing our favorite, those White Sox throwback uniforms from 75 through 90. All right. Casey Mize. Get well soon, Casey Mize. God, Casey Mize had just figured out how to command the slider and then Tommy John surgery. We're very sad. And I can't even talk about Max Meyer.
Oh my God.
Those of you longtime viewers of the show know.
Poor dad.
Max Meyer for 2 years. And he was up in the big leagues. I was thinking about driving Mirabel up to Syracuse to see him at AAA. That start got canceled. Why? Oh, he got called up to the big leagues. Well, he's coming to Philadelphia in August. I was going to take her. We were going to go see it. Tommy John surgery.
And yeah, it must be, annoying to get, how Max has to have the surgery and all, but now you need surgery for your heart.
For my heart. No, there's no fixing this one. Get well soon, Max Meyer. Will Smith, not to be confused with Will Smith or Will Smith, LA Dodgers. Second Alex Bregman of the box. This one, a refractor. Very nice. Alex Bregman having a very solid season. Mark Canha. He's with Oakland here. But, of course, outfielder with the New York Mets. Somebody we very much appreciate, Mark Canha. Where are my Mark Canha allies at? We are Mark Canha allies in this house. Next up, Jake Cronenworth. Rookie card Topps All-Star rookie. San Diego Padres. Again, it's one of these things. The 2020 season produced some weird anomalies where a bunch of guys were rookies, but late enough that they didn't end up in the 2020, and then they are in the 2021. Jorge Alfaro has never met a pitch he didn't like to swing at. Oh, look, it's Tuesday's starter, Jacob deGrom. And a refractor. Real nice deGrom there for
Wait, are you. Saying starter at
Tyler Lee.
In the Mets? Or?
Oh, on the Mets.
Oh, I thought you were talking about another minor league star.
Oh, no, on the Mets. He's coming back. It's almost like a minor league start because he's doing it against the Nationals. Clark Schmidt, New York Yankees rookie card. True facts, I can't tell you. Last 2 packs, here we go. Javier Baez with the Cubs before he came to the Mets and then to the Tigers, where let's just say it was good the Mets didn't re-sign him. Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals, once again. Garrett Crochet, another Tommy John victim. That's his rookie card. It's a refractor. Hold on to this one, though. Terry Garwood, because Garrett Crochet, one of the best arms I've ever seen in the Cape Cod League. So, listen, these guys, they have Tommy John. They come back. The great Dustin May, almost back. Had Tommy John last year. Did on the other side, and let's see what he's got. Shoto Akiyama, Cincinnati Reds, and
The final
last pack. Here we go. So thank you, of course, to all who watched, and we're going to roll that right over, that trivia question, into our next break, which will be coming soon. And make sure you are subscribing on YouTube, HM Card Breaks, on eBay, Instagram,
Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok.
and TikTok.
All of that at HM Card Breaks.
Chris Sale, Boston Red Sox. The only one that isn't is the YouTube. And so as soon as we get to 100 subscribers, by clicking that link, we can have our custom name. So let's get up to the 100. I just started it today. We're already at 9. Nick Castellanos with Cincinnati in this one. And the sooner we get there, the better for all of us. Lewis Brinson, that one's a refractor. Miami Marlins. And very solid rookie card, Dane Dunning to you, Kyler Lee. Mirabelle, any final thoughts? Here, no, don't put it in the box because we recycle the box.
Yeah,
so we don't do that.
no.
Any final thoughts when you go back to the National, and anything that you would want to do next National Card Show that we didn't get to this year? I got a couple.
I feel satisfied with what we did. I wanna look for more cards of whatever collection I'm currently collecting at that time, and just I think I did pretty well from last time.
Absolutely, I think we did great. I think if I were picking something, and maybe this isn't even at the National, it's a future card show, what I'd love to do, and you guys let us know in the comments if you'd like this too. I'd love for us to have a table where we're selling some of our cards, and then while we're there, we should do a live break at a card show
do that.
while we're doing it. So that's something I'm looking at. Well, those are year round, so we'll get the opportunity to do that, even if it's locally. We're going to be doing that for a future break. There was also, I'm trying to remember what the name of it. Can you see over there? It's the brochure that I put on.
Oh, yes.
A place in Millburn, New Jersey that's open in September 30th. What's the name of it?
It's called VintageBreaks.com.
VintageBreaks.com, and they're opening up a storefront. Talk to the owner over there for quite a bit. That sounds like a great one. Again, what are we seeing? We're seeing more brick and mortar opportunities to care about the hobby, to buy, to sell, to trade, to be with like-minded individuals. That's what it came down to for us. And especially when we started this, we couldn't see people. So this was a wonderful opportunity, I think, to do as well. And not to mention we got to top it off with a White House Sub Shop sandwich.
That was good.
That was very good. Don't miss White House Sub Shop if you're ever in Atlantic City since 1946. None of these are paid opportunities. They just happen to be things we love. Well, we're going to get these packed and shipped out to you. We're going to have some more boxes in the coming weeks. I think we have a Topps Gypsy Queen that we can do next. And we'll do that while we await the 2022. Like I said, I have an order in for Finest, but I think they are supposed to ship in August. Hopefully we get them, therefore, in August, but we'll make sure. We'll do some older card breaks too in the meantime, but as we move from 2021 to 2022 onto YouTube as well. So until then, we'll get these packed and put away. I'm going to get my other daughter out to a birthday party. I am Howard.
I'm Mirabelle.
And this is H&M
H&M
Card
Card
Breaks.
Breaks.
Great seeing y'all.
Bye.
Mets are winning 6-0. See you soon.